Hello everyone. Today, we are going back in time. I thought, I've been doing a lot of like educational style videos and I was like, I kind of just want to chill with you guys today. So I thought it'd be fun if I went back to my first like what I think of your zodiac sign video and react to it. Okay, we are going back 2 years ago. Oh my god. And this was the first time I ever really talked about being a witch on YouTube. And so of course I was like, I'm gonna do it very like, you know, very subtly. Everyone's into astrology, so let's see. I basically talked about what I thought of each zodiac sign, and then I ranked them. I'm really curious to see how my rankings changed, because I think that's gonna be the biggest surprise. I do think that I've had more experiences with different signs, so I think a bit of my, I don't know if my thoughts on the signs will change too much. I feel like I had a pretty basic understanding of the signs, at least. But yeah, this is from June 14th. Oh my god, wait. It's the 17th. I'm filming this on the 17th. That's pretty crazy. If I would have filmed this literally Monday this week, I would have filmed it on the same day. Crazy. Okay, so literally like 2 years ago, almost exactly. I'm so curious, so I guess we're just gonna go in. Obviously, I've learned so much more since then, so I might have different takes, but I think the rankings will be great. I'm kind of like nervous. I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like, I'm a little bit hesitant. Ugh. I'm just nervous. That's it. I'm just really scared. I rarely watch my own YouTube videos because it gives me crippling anxiety, so I'm kind of nervous. I don't even know what's the worst that's gonna happen. What's the worst that's gonna happen? Nothing. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna say something stupid. That's the worst that's gonna happen. Okay. I already want to roast myself. Okay, I'm gonna skip to the signs because I'm sure I'm talking for no reason.
Believe in this. If you don't believe in it, if you think it's stupid, that's fine.
Disclaimers.
I'm not, like, you chill. Like, don't come at me for liking it. Just, like, you know, do you and I'll do me. Like, just don't come at me for it, though. Let's carry on. I just like to say that so that, like, I don't know. I don't annoy.
Look how light my hair was. I was still kind of a blonde. Baby.
You, but why would you watch this if this annoys you? We're gonna start off with the first sign in the zodiac sign spectrum. Oh god. I've got my scone here.
Oh, I was like such a freak. I got my scone here.
Here. So, Aries.
Oh my god, I'm sweating.
Aries! My fiery folk. Okay. So, Aries. I feel like there is a difference between Aries men and Aries women, generally, for what I see. And if I use any speech that seems like I'm generalizing you guys, I'm really sorry. Not trying to generalize people, but just trying to, like, think about some of the common personality traits. Aries gals, I always really, really like at first, but I think there's a point in the relationship with Aries women where I'm like, you're so mean, like, you're just so much right now, and, like, it clashes so much with me, and so while I love Aries, like, specifically Aries women, and I think it's just because I'm probably more comfortable with other women, and we probably get more, like, emotionally deep and stuff, I just feel like there's always a point where I'm like, you are so mean, stop!
This is so funny because I'm literally an Aries. You're just self-reporting, sis. What are you? You're just saying you're rude. I agree with this still. I think this has not changed too much. I honestly don't, like, have friends. I don't have many friends in general. But I don't have any Aries. I'm trying to think. I really don't think I have any Aries that I hang out with. And I genuinely think that we probably just, like, clash each other because we're the same energy. So I agree with that still. And I agree with the difference between the Aries men and the Aries women, which I'll see what I say later.
Aries men, I think, are different just because I don't feel like I often get to that emotional level with Aries men. Aries men are chill. I've never dated an Aries man. Wait. I think like my first
Bro, second self-report. The pause. Woo!
Aries in general, I'm blabbering. Aries in general, I like you guys a lot, but sometimes you hurt my feelings. So just like be sensitive with me. Taurus. Taurus! What's
Oh
up?
my god, where did that energy go? Was I literally doing crack cocaine? I have not had that much energy this whole year. I don't know how I did that. Taurus! I really don't know, it's the trauma, huh?
What's up, y'all? I like you guys. I like you guys a lot. You guys chill me out. You guys keep me grounded.
Dude, I'm giving off big Sagittarius vibes. And I have no Sagittarius in my chart. I don't know if that's a defense mechanism that I was like, I gotta act fun. Like, I gotta act crazy.
And you guys are just kind of like I feel like there's nothing too crazy, at least in our interactions that I have. There's nothing too crazy. Like, I never feel like emotionally roller coastery with you. Like, I feel very calm and like very grounded with you. I'm trying to think of some of my friends who are Taurus specifically. You guys are just chill. You guys are just nice and like...
Just cracking my knuckles, like I look like I'm about to throw down. I know this isn't a reaction of myself, but that's what it's becoming.
Like, just good. You just keep me grounded. You keep me there. But you're also like kind of fun too. But you're not too crazy though. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna say about Taurus. I don't specifically know so many Taurus to have a difference between Taurus men and Taurus women.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you there, small. I guess I've had a lot more Taurus interaction since then. I myself am a Taurus rising. I don't know if I just wasn't thinking about that. I agree with, like, the grounding aspect. I do feel very grounded around Tauruses. However, I do think I've become more aware to, like, the beauty of Tauruses and, like, how, every Taurus is hot. And, like, that's something to think about when ranking your signs. Because that's pretty all across the board with Tauruses in my experience. And the fact that Tauruses are just sweethearts and just like sweetie honeys nonstop, like so sweet. If you ever are like, if you know a Taurus moons are very sweet, very like caring and like motherly. So I think I can definitely tell that over the past 2 years, I've had a lot more Taurus interactions, and for that, I'm grateful.
Oh, Gemini. Okay. Gemini.
Go the fuck off, sis. Oh my god. Don't even say anything. Go the fuck off.
You guys.
I know where this is going.
You guys?
You can see the trauma and the fear that is just so ingrained in my, like, subconscious to where I'm literally doing self-soothing, like, measures because I am scared to offend the Geminis, which I don't know if you checked the comment section, but I did. I
have a lot happening. I think that sometimes you guys are kind of mean. You guys just like, I don't know. Like, I just don't know what to do around you. Like with the Gemini I've met, I'm
trying to think of the Gemini I met. Did I only meet one Gemini in my life in this point? I don't even know who I'm talking about. I genuinely can't even think of who I'm talking about. I must have had a bad friend at some point or a bad, like, relationship. I don't even know. I now remember that I was being very specific and I was thinking of someone very specific in my life. And I can't even think of who that was.
Half the time you act like I'm your best friend and then the other half you act like I'm so annoying. So I'm like, I don't know if you want me to be around you or not. Like, I don't know. You guys kind of scare me. I'll be real. Yeah, Geminis and Virgos kind of scare me. Like, I always show myself down a little bit because I'm like, I don't want to piss off these people. Like, they're going to be mad. I don't know. I just feel like anything I do is going to, like, set you guys off. I think you guys are fun, though. You guys can have a good time. You guys know how to have a good time, Geminis. Sometimes, I don't know what to expect. You know what I mean? Cancer! Oh, God.
Before we get into whatever the fuck that was, I think my opinions on Geminis have changed. I think I've grown to appreciate the intellectual characteristics, and I think that I find intelligence and like a constant like journey to learn and to like expand yourself. I find that very attractive and very respectable. And so I think, because recently I have a very close friend who's a Gemini, and I think she's really cool, and I know a number of Geminis who I think are really cool and like do not make me like nervous or anything. So I think this was maybe a subconscious like projection in hindsight. I do think there are Geminis who should probably learn to not make people want to die all the time, because there are some Geminis who are very blunt, but I mean there are some Aries who are very blunt as well. So I think it's just about finding the right one for you. So I mean that has changed though, definitely.
God, I love Cancers. Oh my goodness. You guys are just good. You guys are just good. You know what I mean? Like, you guys just, like, you just care about people. You know what I mean? Like, even if you're not, like, super outwardly, like, all over people and, like, super nice, like, you genuinely deep down, like, really have empathy for people and just, like, can really make people feel warm and, like, protected. Leos. Oh,
She's about to amp these Leos up, bro. Biggest regret of 2019 is giving the Leos what they wanted. To backtrack a bit, with Cancers, I feel very similar. I think that I've, I haven't had a whole lot of interaction with Cancer men. I don't know if that's indicative of anything or if I don't know. But I've had a couple of Cancer friendships with women, and I think those have always been very pleasant, and I agree with everything that I said, that like they are very generous and like motherly and caring. And my grandma is a Cancer, and she's very much that very grandma, esque, like very loving, but like literally like 5 foot, just filled with rage if you do anything to anybody she cares about, which I love. Let's go into Leos and let them feel what they want to feel, because I know I hype Leos up so much in this. Maybe it's because, like, I was waiting for Zach to propose, and I was like, Leo, I love you. But let's see what I have to say.
Leos. Oh, you guys already know everything about yourself because you've looked it up a million times. But no, I hate how much I love Leos, because I know it makes them feel good. Every time I say that, they're like, yeah, we know. I love Leos. I can't not love Leos. Even if I don't like that person, I'm like, I like you. You know what I mean? It sucks. I've commonly been interested or talked to or dated Leos. It's just
I have one exception. I've not met many Leo women who I jive with. But yes, self-report, I have dated a lot of Leo men.
Really good match for me. I just really, really get along with Leos. I think Leo men are incredibly attractive, and I know Zach's watching, and he's like, my boyfriend Zach is a Leo. And so...
Okay, yeah, let's rewind that.
You know what I mean? It sucks. I've commonly been interested or talked to or dated Leos. It's just a really good match for me. I just really, really get along with Leos. I think Leo men are incredibly attractive, and I know Zach's watching, and he's like, my boyfriend Zach is a Leo. And so...
Yeah, that's a self-report, sis. That literally, we know why you like Leos. You're just trying to get your boyfriend to propose to you, huh?
I just think Leos, I think they're just naturally super confident, and I think that's super attractive. I will say I don't like when people are overly confident or cocky, which is a common issue with divided into. It's just great. And Leo women are just so strong and so, like, outspoken, and they will just look bold, and they just, everything.
I'm not about hating on women. But if I am not mistaken, I've yet to meet a Leo woman who I've become close friends with. And so that piques my curiosity. I don't know. It could be a fire thing. I do find myself in friendships with lots of water or earth. Who knows?
Everything looks great on them. They're just great. Leos, I love, but I also hate that I love them. So, I wonder where they're going to go on the list.
I do too, sis.
Next is Virgo. Oh, Virgo. as I said earlier with
I think this is the one that's going to change the most. Proceed.
Geminis, Virgos terrify me. Like, they literally, like, I don't get that scared of people, but Virgos are terrifying. And I have some Virgos who I, like, love and adore, but you guys are kind of scary. You're just kind of scary sometimes. Like, I think it's because, like I've said before, I'm super sensitive. Like, I'm just a very sensitive person, and I'm also, like, always kind of, like, nervous that I'm, like, making someone, like, not like me, or I'm making them uncomfortable or whatever. Like, I just worry too much about what people are feeling.
Aww.
And Virgos...
Baby, you grew out of that.
...are so bold. The Virgos are so bold. Like, if you're being annoying, they're gonna tell you you're being annoying. Like, they just don't hold back. And it's not that they're trying to be mean, in my experience, from what I've seen. It's not like they're trying to be mean. They just don't... I don't think...
Okay, the funniest thing, though, because I disagree with this take for the most part now, but the funniest thing is, do you know how many Virgos harassed me in the comments? And I'm just like, buddy, you're not making it look better for yourself. Like, if you disagree with that take, like, show me. Like, if you think that Virgos are actually really sweet, then I think there's a different way besides being really fucking rude, because I think if anything, that just proves my point. But go off, as you will. I will say, I still, like, recognize that Virgos do scare me, and I think it's in specific situations. I think the majority of the Virgos who I interact with now, I'm really, like, receptive to that, the motherly instinct in them and, like, the genuine wanting to help. And I think beforehand I was probably a little taken aback by the perfectionism that a lot of Virgos have and sometimes, like, outwardly express in a way that made me feel like they were wanting me to be a perfectionist. But I think in hindsight, I don't want to get too deep, but I think in hindsight that might have been some projection of, like, me wanting to be a perfectionist, but having weird, like, self-limiting beliefs. So I thought that they were a perfectionist and wanted me to be a perfectionist, and I took that as offensive, but it was really just me wanting to be a perfectionist, but projecting because I didn't want to handle that trauma. If that makes sense. Though I do think there are some Virgos, I don't know how in-depth I should go about this, but I had a Virgo boss one time, and it was similar to being incarcerated. It was similar to shit, I guess. It sucked. And I think that was maybe just that person, because I've had business interactions with other Virgos that went perfectly and really great. And maybe it's just that I'm, like, more of an adult now, but I'm able to, like, appreciate the organization, like, the professionalism, and all that Virgo brings. I mean, here I was 21 as a baby. Ugh, God, time flies. I'm old. Okay, carry on.
They really take into account all the time, like, people who are super sensitive about those things, so they're just like, oh, just stop talking so much, you're loud. And they don't mean that.
See, I feel like that's
like,
more Gemini. I think I might have been conflating the two, because I feel like that, like, you're annoying, that's straight Gemini. My friend who's a Gemini says that shit.
Hey, stop talking. And so it's just it's admirable, because I know it's not meant to be rude, and it's just, like, them being them. And so yeah, I do think Virgos are very strong, and, like, they've got a good aura about them of, like, I don't know, I look up to it. Libras!
Maybe this will change. Maybe this will be the most changed ones.
I love Libras. I think Libras are so cool. You guys are just, like, I love you. I had this friend, my freshman year of college, she moved away, but
oh, yeah.
She was a Libra, and I swear, she was
yeah,
so
no, we had fun.
Like, she didn't even try, like, she wasn't even making jokes, she was just funny, like, she just...
I think, if I'm not mistaken, though, she has some Scorpio placements, and I feel the same way about Scorpios that I feel about her, in the sense of, like, just such dry humor, but I love it. They can say anything. Scorpios can say anything to me. And I go, yeah, give me more of that.
Said funny things. And, like, they've have this warm, like, love about them that makes me feel very comfortable. They're like, they'll say like, they are not afraid to speak their mind, which I think that's a good combo for me, because they have that warmth so that I feel comfortable, but they'll, like, be like, they'll just say what they think, and I think that's done in a good way for me, from my experience with Libras.
I'm gonna take it down a second, Miss Madam. I disagree. I think I'm gonna just, like, preface, because obviously looking back, I'm like, that was some projection happening, girl. So this totally could be that. Or it could simply be that I've had a couple of not fun times with Libras. And I think that the combination of the big three is important, right? And I think I don't know if I agree with this take. I think a newfound thing that I've experienced is some Libras might be a bit condescending. Yeah, but other than that, I do, thinking about it, I do have some Libras who I really do like a lot. So maybe just a couple of bad experiences peppered in there since this.
So yeah, I don't know, I love it. I love it so much. I think Libras are so cool. I do, there are some
you see
times
Lucy? You guys see Lucy in the background right here?
when they say things, and I'm like, I feel like that should hurt my feelings, but it just doesn't.
Yeah, so it started hurting my feelings shortly after this, just so you know. That's when it happened.
Understand where, you know what I mean? I feel like I just understand the sign better.
I don't.
And I feel like...
I don't.
I don't know. I just feel like... I don't know. I feel like it's a good vibe. It's a good vibe. That's what I'll say. Zodiac sign. Oh, next, Scorpio. Oh, my Scorpios. You guys are so misrepresented.
That's
Why
true.
do people dislike Scorpios? Like, I understand, like, why people dislike Scorpios, but I don't think it's, like, I don't think it's necessary. Like, I just don't think it's accurate. I think oftentimes people are like, oh, Scorpios are liars and cheaters. But, like, no. Like, that's very specific, and, like, I don't think you can be like, this one zodiac sign will always lie and cheat. It's like, no, they won't. They won't. I have so many friends who are Scorpios, and I had that same misconception about Scorpios. I was like,
I was gonna say I don't have any friends. I didn't have any friends. It's not changed. But I was gonna make that joke, and then I was like, that's not appropriate. You're reacting to your opinions on zodiac signs. Don't make self-deprecating jokes right now. This is not the time. But then I started laughing, so I thought I should tell you guys so you weren't in the dark. That's all.
oh my god, there's the...
Oh, what was that?
And then, like, I would meet people and, like, love them instantly. And be like, you're so charismatic, you're so, like, fun. And then I find out they're a Scorpio, and I'm like, wait, why do I like you so much? But they're just so fun. They're so charismatic. They're so fun. They're fun to be around. Like, they just always have a good time.
I stopped myself there because I'm rambling. I will shortly say this has not changed. I've continued to love all Scorpios of any gender. And I think they are the top signs. If I could change a sign, or if I could, like, in the next life choose my sign, I think I would maybe throw in a little Scorpio ascendant, you know? Scorpio ascendants are hot. I'm not gonna lie.
Sagittarius. Oh, Sag.
Look at that font. Who was editing this? Who was editing this, ma'am? God damn. Easy steps.
I do want to differentiate this between genders really fast. Because I know I've only done that with Aries, and I feel like I can only really do that with the signs I know super well, or that I know a whole bunch of people, because I don't want to, like, say something I don't believe. So, I feel like I've known a lot of Sagittarius, and I've known a lot of men and women Sagittarius very closely. And Sagittarius kind of fall into that Leo thing where it's like, I love them, but I don't want to love them.
Not at all. No, ma'am. No. No. I think at best, I can find some Sagittarius women fun. At best. I think I am, pretty repulsed by Sagittarius men. And now I say that lightly, because there are some I like. My husband has a Sagittarius ascendant, and I like him. I'm not a huge, like, I haven't been sold on Sagittarius yet. I like the ladies. I do. And maybe this is just that I don't like men. Maybe that's what this is. Happy Pride Month. But I think it's just difference of attraction, I guess. I guess in women, I find it very appealing when someone's like fun and like kind of all over the place, because me too. But when I see like flightiness and like slight uncontrollableness and like maybe like toxicity, which are the traits I describe Sagittarius as, in men, I'm like, ooh, that's scary. I'm gonna step back now, thank you. And it could just be bad experiences with those types of people. So I don't know, but I don't love them. I don't hate that I love them. I like Sagittarius women though.
But I think with Sagittarius as opposed to Leo, I think this not wanting to love is because, like, I actually don't like sometimes how they act to me. Whereas Leo, it's just like, oh, you're cocky, like, oh, I hate that. But Sagittarius, I'm like, you're actually kind of an asshole sometimes.
Yeah. They are.
You're kind of rude. And, like, my mom's a Sagittarius, so, like, sorry, Mom, you're different. But
No. Listen here. My mom, cool as fuck. Coolest woman. Like, wore leather jackets in the 80s and, like, beat up people, probably. So, I know she probably doesn't want me to say that. My mom is super cool. And having a Sagittarius mom is fun, because you guys will fist fight and then be best friends. So it's like a really great combo. I really do love my mom. We have a really good time. She is the only Sagittarius that I have been able to maintain a relationship with. Probably we have to like each other, so we're forced to work it out. But yeah, I love my mom. I think she's so cool. And I've met a number of people with Sagittarius in their charts somewhere, and I find them really fun.
like, when you first meet them, they are so fun. You're like, holy shit, you guys are down for anything. Like, so fun, so excited, like, pumped all the time. And then, like, you get to know them, and they're actually, like, legitimately psychotic, like, actually crazy, and, like...
That was maybe a bad take. Might have been a little problematic. Ugh.
Will burn down your house for sure.
In my defense... Never mind.
I don't think that's wrong. Like, I don't think that's necessarily, like, not accurate. Like, I feel like that's pretty on point. But I don't know all the Sagittarius out there. Also, your moon signs, like, do change things. Like, your moons, your rising, all...
Dude, how am I doing constant elbow work? Like, for real, bro. You know those, like, side crunches that you can do? That's straight up what I'm doing. I'm straight up doing side crunches, working out while I'm filming. Look at that.
Things
Dude.
shift who you are. That's why not all
The
Sagittarius...
movement.
So, I think Sagittarius women I like more than Sagittarius men. And I think that's just because I, like I said, I don't have to get super emotionally close to them. And we can have that fun, like, party, yeah. Like, this is exciting. And, like, not often see that psychotic side, or that psychotic side is not directed to me because I'm not, like, their partner or whatever. So, yeah. I do like Sagittarius. Now, let's go to the Sagittarius men over here. I've dated a Sagittarius, okay? Keep that in mind. So, like, for a long time. So... I feel like Sagittarius men are kind of assholes, but only if you date them. And maybe that's just my experience, because I do have some Sagittarius men friends who I enjoy, but, like, obviously I don't get emotionally deep with them. So I think it's just when you get super, like, emotional with them, like, emotionally deep. What did I say that about this, though? Aries? Is that what I also said? I think so, yeah.
This is so funny, because watching this, like, the way I'm speaking, and, like, just how I sound, reminds me of how, when I was that age, I felt when I watched videos of me, like, in middle school and high school, and I was just like, why do you sound like that? Ugh, why your voice sound like that? And it sounds the exact same.
So, like I said, as long as I kind of just hang out on the outer, like, party side, and I don't...
It's cute, though, because I look so young. The real world had not been a factor. That's such a lie. I've been in the real world.
Do anything to, like, make them mad. Then I think I have the best time with Sagittarius, but when I get past that, and I get to their psychotic side, I'm like, you are insane, and don't care about my feelings, please go away. So, yeah, that's how I feel about Sagittarius. Capricorn.
I'm interested.
Oh,
I'm really interested to see what I say about Capricorn. Because I've had a lot of Capricorn interaction in the past year or so. So this will be very interesting to see what I thought.
I'm also going to differentiate this between men and women. Because I actually, with this, I think I see the biggest difference for me with men and women, and I do think it's like a me being a woman thing. So, okay, I ran out of storage on my camera, so we're back, and it's getting dim. It's like almost 9 o'clock, so we're losing.
Oh my god, wait! I just said it's almost 9 o'clock. It is 8:18. But the synchronicities that I'm watching this again almost on the same day and at this, like, at nighttime. And I always film during the day. That's why it's weird.
Love Capricorns. So with female Capricorns, I often feel like, I personally feel like a weird, like, I don't know, it almost feels like there's this, like, power hierarchy trying to put itself in place. Like, it almost feels like we're battling for, like,
I could see that still, because I think Capricorn women do have... I do think there is still... I do think I agree with that still, because I think Capricorn women oftentimes have a natural authority to them. And I think with my Aries, I think I'm always ready to kind of take charge and take the lead. And so when someone tries to take the authority or the power, then I think I naturally just, like, also kind of step up and I'm like, no, I'm in charge. So.
Most powerful of the two, which is strange. So, I don't know, I just feel, I always have felt like with specific Capricorn women I meet, it's almost like, it feels like they're trying to, like, talk down to me, like, to make themselves feel like they're like, oh, I'm so better than you, I'm so much, like, blah, blah, blah. But that's only with a few I've met. Like, I've met some Capricorns who I love, so it's not all. I think it's just some. I think it's just a weird thing. But that could just be, like, a woman, like sometimes girls in similar professions, well, especially artistic professions, might, like, try to compete, which is not a good thing to do. We should just support each other. Let's just do that. Capricorn men, on the other hand, I always get along with. Like, I have not met...
This is because I don't know why. For some reason, Capricorn men love me. Capricorn men always fall in love with me. And I don't understand if it's because I'm so wild and, like, I don't know. I've just always had Capricorn men, like, really be into me. And I think that's interesting because I'm very different from Capricorn. So that's why you get along with them, girl, because they don't have crushes on you.
Met a Capricorn.
Silly.
Just kidding. We're gonna not even finish that. I've met Capricorn men I don't like, but I have a lot of Capricorn men who I really do like and I'm really good friends with.
I do think I have a few Capricorn men friends who I do get along with, and I think Capricorns, for the most part, I get along with until they start trying to act like they're better than me. Or, like, try to take authority. And then I'm just like, I can do this, too. I can be in charge, too.
Aquarius. I love my Aquarius people. Oh my goodness. You little weirdos. Like, I love Aquarius.
This was the other one I was going to say. If I could make my own natal birth chart next lifetime, I'd probably put some Scorpio and some Aquarius in my chart, which, like, is bad to do. Like, that's a hard combo. That's a lot of not feeling, and feeling, but not feeling. So I think I'd have a hard time, but no harder than a Pisces moon. Am I right? Nothing can beat that.
It's like, they're so earthy, they're so nature, they're just
Earthy?
weird, artsy people, and I just love them. Sometimes I do feel like I struggle with connecting with Aquarius emotionally, because sometimes they can be a little bit, like, I don't know, emotionally distant. So yeah, I think sometimes they struggle with showing their emotions, and I'm such an emotional person that I'm like, let's talk about emotions, let's, like, get deep in the world, like, let's talk about our biggest, like, struggles.
They're good to get deep with. They're fun to talk about conspiracies and, like, philosophies. But if you can get an Aquarius to open up about how they're feeling in that moment, they're fine talking about your feelings and what that means. They love to be like, oh, well, yeah, let me give you advice. But, like, have you ever heard an Aquarius talk about how they're doing? Think for 1 second. Have you ever said, hey, Aquarius, how are you doing? And they said, I'm not doing good. To be honest with you, I'm having a really hard time. And actually, I'm feeling just, like, not that good about myself. Like, I'm feeling very insecure, and I don't know if I'm doing it right. No, because they say, yeah, I'm doing good. Good shots. What are you doing? Yeah, you're having issues, aren't you? Let's talk about it. And it's like, no. Fix yourself. Get help.
And some Aquarius are like, I don't know what emotions are. And so it's just, like, kind of frustrating. But other than that, very small thing, I really, really like Aquarius. I just feel like they're very fun, and we share a lot of the same qualities and everything. My little baby Pisces.
Little baby Pisces.
I love Pisces, like, with all my heart. Like, Pisces are my babies. There are some annoying things that y'all do, but I love Pisces so much because I can relate, and we'll get to that in a second. I just love Pisces. I love Pisces so much. I feel emotionally that we connect so well, like...
I think this is good. I agree. Younger self. I agree with you. I agree, and I love Pisces. But there are some times when when my Aries takes over, and I'm just like, dude, get it together, man. Get it together, man. Do you know what I mean?
So deep and, like, very dreamy and stuff. I don't know. I feel like we connect very well. And I think the only thing that, like, kind of annoys me is that sometimes my baby Pisces, even for me, get a little bit too sensitive and emotional and maybe a little whiny and stuff, but that's
You just
really
made 8 Pisces cry. If you call Pisces in general whiny, you just made, like, a good... this got 22,000 views. Okay, what's 10%? Was that 220? No. 10%? 2,000? Yeah. Right? Anyway, we'll say 2,000. You made 2,000 Pisces cry on the spot.
Only when I'm super, like, in my sun sign. Like, that's only when I'm super, super in that kind of way. But for the most part, I love Pisces. Like, just the artsiness, the dreaminess, like, the emotions, just so, so good. I love a good Pisces. So, now I'm going to talk about my signs, if anybody cares. So,
okay, so then I take the next 6 minutes to talk about myself and my signs. So, if you're watching, you probably already know my signs. I think it's in the description. That's it. Whew, we did it. Oh, I didn't rank them yet. Let me do that. Okay, I don't want to hear about my own self signs. I know my signs. Okay.
I'm gonna say my least favorite sign overall. I'm gonna say it's Gemini. I'm so sorry. So Gemini is the lowest rated.
I haven't thought to like write out what my least favorite sign is anymore. I'm gonna say I don't want to get disowned actually, so I'm not gonna say Sagittarius.
12. I'm really sorry, Geminis. It's not that I don't like you. I don't really have any great. I feel like I know.
I think there is a good argument for for Sagittarius men, and I don't want to get disowned by any of my friends either. Ugh. We'll just put Sagittarius men at the bottom. Ugh. Let's just put men at the bottom.
Know which signs I like because I'm so drawn to those people and I have great friendships with them. A lot of the relationships I have with Geminis are just not good, and I think that's just because of my signs, and like I think that's like how our signs just interact. Not that you guys aren't a good sign.
It sounds like I'm trying to fire Gemini as a sign. Like it literally sounds like I'm like, listen, you did your best. This is not about your performance. This is about how we work together. It's just not it. We could be doing so much better apart. So for that reason, we have to cut you from the Zodiac signs. So sorry.
And are you not the best sign? It's just like, personally, I don't vibe that well. And I'm sorry.
I'm using an expo marker. I'm using an expo marker. What life did I live?
Super cool. Okay, so after Geminis, let's cross that out.
No one pointed that out.
God, I feel so bad. I'm then gonna say, I'm realizing how much I like all these signs. I'm gonna go with Virgo because
again, I think that's a bad look, Sweaty. I think that's a bad take. I don't know if I agree. And I think if we divided it up between men and women, which I know is like very binary and I don't fuck with that, but I think we could get down to it. Because I think Leo women might rate pretty low. I think Sagittarius men rate low. I think Aries men rate low. I think Capricorns could get themselves down there. I think they could.
It's not that I dislike them.
I think Pisces men could get themselves down there too.
They hurt my feelings so much. I'm gonna say Taurus next. And again, it's not that it.
Are you serious? I feel like my neighbors just heard me yell that. Are you fucking kidding me? Taurus at number 10? Taurus hasn't done anything to anyone ever. In the best way. That is ridiculous. Taurus is at least top 5. That's fucking crazy. Who are you?
I don't like you. It just... Sometimes you guys are too responsible for me. I'm next gonna say Aries.
Have you met a Taurus? They are not responsible. They've spent all their money. They have slept all day. They are doing hashtag self-fucking-care.
Yeah.
Number 9 Aries, I get that.
Because I just, like, literally don't vibe with the Aries. Like, they're just too mean.
I get that.
I'm gonna say Capricorn.
That's fair.
Capricorn
I would have
gets
put
number 8.
Taurus higher.
This is, like, weirdly
I would switch
hard.
Capricorn to
Because now
Taurus,
it's getting
please.
hard, because I like all these. Then I'm gonna say...
Sagittarius.
I'm gonna say Sag next.
Okay, I was like, Sagittarius shouldn't be much further.
Because while I love some of you guys, I've just had such a bad experience with one. Just like the worst reason. And then I'm gonna say Libra gets 6. We're
That's
like in the
fine.
mid zone now. Libra gets 6.
That's fine.
And then I'm gonna say Aquarius gets 5. Scorpio gets 4.
Oh, no, we did not put Aquarius and Scorpio below Leo, right? We didn't do that because it seems as if we did. It seems as if we're putting Leo first. You wild child.
Pisces gets 3.
Wait, who gets 2?
Cancer, 2, and Leo
Are you
gets 1.
fucking... Who am I? This is so genuine, you guys. I genuinely did not... I forgot Cancer existed as a sign. And I don't mean that rude. I just did not expect me to put it in number 2. That's so crazy. And Leo got first. That is so disappointing, you guys. That is so disappointing that this is the content I put out. Oh my god. No. I think... No. I think top 5 will do. I'm going to say Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Pisces, Taurus, I guess. No, I'll probably switch. I'm actually going to say top 5, Scorpio, Aquarius. I'm only wanting to say Leo because my husband's a Leo and I love him. But I don't really know many other Leos. And I think if a man came up to me and was like, huh, I'm hot, right? And I wouldn't be like, oh, he's just a Leo. I'd be like, why are you talking to me? Like, why are you talking to me? Like, why do you think you can talk to me? So I genuinely think that's what's holding me back. So I'm going to say Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Pisces, Leo. Top 5? I don't know. I think that checks out. If I do it, I'll put the full list here, if I ever think it out. I haven't thought it out. That was kind of just a rough thought process, but yikes, you guys. That was it. That was crazy, you guys. That didn't surprise me, actually, until the rating system. Wow, that really, I was not expecting that. So, thank you guys for joining me. Let me know what else you want me to react to. I know some people have said react to some witchy videos, which I'm definitely, like witchy movies. I'm down to do that. I haven't really watched any witchy movies, which seems weird, but I can do that. I can also react to old videos or videos that you guys want to send me. Feel free to. You got my links down below. I'm also starting to accept tarot and astrology clients for the month of July, so hit me up. My Google Forms are in the description, and you can also just DM me, so let me know. And I love you all, and I will talk to you guys later. Okay, bye!
You were passing by, surrounded